Hey Legal Studs, here we're looking at the methods by which individuals and groups influence change. In this section, you only need to know about petitions, demonstrations, and the media. When answering a question on this topic, you can follow the same formula for each method. For example, let's say you're studying petitions. Firstly, you need to have a clear 1 or 2 sentence definition of petitions. Secondly, it is essential to use an example of a recent petition, but it doesn't have to have been successful. Thirdly, you need to be able to evaluate the effectiveness of petitions. Here, you should remember a couple of strengths and a couple of weaknesses, with an overall comment on how successful you think petitions are. That doesn't have to be a strict yes or no answer. You could conclude that petitions are usually unsuccessful, but can have an impact on lawmaking if they have a large number of signatures. Follow the same formula for demonstrations in the media. This will set you up to answer any question on this dot point in the study design. Let's look at an example. This question comes from the 2013 exam. Here's how you should go about it. The word evaluate means that you need to address both strengths and weaknesses and come to an overall conclusion. As the examiner's report said, students who did not come to an overall conclusion could only get a maximum of 5 marks out of 6. Let's look at the mark allocation. You need to discuss 2 methods, therefore each method you discuss will be worth 3 marks each. While the question doesn't call for a definition, you need to include one anyway. Always assume that the person reading your work knows less than you. This will allow you to explain concepts clearly. Each definition you give will be worth 1 mark, while 2 marks will be awarded for each evaluation you give. Include your example in your evaluation. For example, you could discuss the petition signed by over 270,000 people in 2013, which called on Malcolm Turnbull and the Liberal Party to reconsider their broadband policy. You could use this example to explain that even petitions that show a large amount of community support for an issue still may not convince governments to change the law. Thanks for watching, and happy studying.